You know what I'm saying? Like then it's like, all right, that's kind of weird. You just throw him at that one jump.
And then, exactly. And he still had 2 rushing touchdowns, Ravi. So like he still got those at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's going on with
that makes it more because quarterback rushing touchdowns be like, is that the same as running back rushing touchdowns?
I don't know.
You get more. You get more for quarterback rushing touchdowns. I know in our league we do.
Yeah, so I mean, like now we're looking at like.
Does this shit work?
So it's weird.
Yo.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, you can.
All right.
Yo, I'm stupid. Yo, I should have brought my iPad out here.
Why wouldn't you? Rent one.
How you working? You got a laptop out there?
I'm a work laptop, yeah.
Oh, okay, guys.
Why don't rent one?
Yeah, I might have to.
Yeah, and
I won't buy it, just rent it.
Yeah,
tell you folks mail it to you. Which way?
Yeah, in our league, he's just a QB. He's not a nothing else or whatever like that. So
okay.
Yeah. Yahoo locked that down. ESPN is the one that glitched.
Yeah, he had like 23 points or some
yeah, 24 in this league. Or Yahoo. Yeah.
Nobody had him, right? Nobody had him in our league.
Nah, but I definitely put that claim in.
You put that claim in?
I'm about to.
I thought we was
Oh no, you're below me.
Around, but we can't. I thought we was gonna be able to move him around and shit. Ain't no point now, honestly.
Oh yeah, true.
Yo, Toby, I need you to catch this L this week. Who's playing Toby?
I'm playing the number 1 seed.
Oh, it's over. That's around.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Yo, he be talking mad. He be sending me messages all the time. He talking mad shit, bro. It's crazy.
The boy Mike.
Yeah. What's up?
It's gonna be a close game between us, Ravi. It's gonna be a close game.
Yo, earlier I hit him up about David Johnson. The Miz.
Yeah.
I hit him up about David Johnson, but we never made the trade, and now look at him. IR. I think he missed the last game or something.
Yeah, I see you talking AJ Peterson already.
It's amazing how tight our league is, though.
I know. It's so close, like throughout. I'm so
3 and
mad
10.
at my close loss, yo.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Dude, that might come back to bite you later.
That's my second one within a point I lost. It's crazy. Like I can't believe. I get so mad about that.
Jordan about to come back, get in the playoffs.
I told Jordan, man, he was about to give up a long time ago. I should let him trade his players.
I was like, yo, this is done up. But then I'm like, well, I got the same week, bro. You said that shit. I think the week after.
Wait, what number are you, Jordan?
I won a game without Chubb, and then once Chubb came back, I'm like, oh,
what number are you in the rankings?
I'm
9 right now. 10. But
You're not getting no playoffs, are y'all nuts? You gotta get the 6.
I'm on a 4-game winning streak. Y'all already take L's.
3 to 10 is a 1-game difference.
Right.
Yeah.
You still gotta get 6. Get the 6 at least. It's only 2 games left.
I'm winning the rest of my games, Jeff. Have you seen
only
my
2
spot?
left.
Have you seen my spot? Bro, I'm 4-7 right now.
It's only 2 games left.
Jeff, I'm 4-7. I'm 4-7.
Hey, we're gonna see. But
it's gonna be hard though.
Tobi, I need you to touch your camera a little bit. We want to see your lips right now. There you go.
That's when he be on his smooth shit.
Well, last week he was eating dinner, so he was cool.
That was a
VIP.
Mike, when did the playoffs start? The last
week 14.
Week 14. We got
week
like 2
14,
games left.
We in week 12, bro.
So y'all all, well, I mean, whoever plays me is catching L's. So you feel me? Y'all better hope you're in a good position. You better hope you're in a good position. All right, y'all gonna all take that.
You gotta win out, and then you need help. All I gotta do is just win out. I'm good.
Me too. I gotta win out too.
That's all right.
But where I'm good at is that I got a lot of points for, so that's helping me out.
Ravi, you in 7th, right?
I'm in 7th. No, 8th.
So you need to win out and need help, bro. Even if you win your 2 games and the 6 people in front of you win their games, like
no, but I'm playing the 16th, I think.
No, you played me, Ravi.
I'm playing you this week, and then 6. I forget who I play next week.
So we need to find out how I can get in.
Your boy be in.
Nobody knows who's really getting in, to be honest. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Who got to get in?
It's the first 6, right?
First 6, yeah.
First
Yeah.
6.
Oh, I'm playing the 1 seed, dude. That's not good.
I'm going
but
for
you
the
know what?
upset.
I beat the 1 seed, so it ain't that scary. Whatever.
He not
I
I'm
can
gonna
go.
shoot him a message like, "Yo, I'll Venmo you $15 if you just bench all your players."
Here you go cheating like a Patriot. There you go.
Your boy Ari though, he be getting lucky, man. He's lucky.
Oh my
man.
God, so lucky, dude.
Yo, he only got
So
like 1,300
lucky.
points. He in 3rd place. I'm like, yo, you don't even score that many points. You're like in 3rd place. Ridiculous. He's so lucky.
There's at least 2 games he should have lost.
At least. Bro,
I don't get lucky like that. If I don't get lucky like that. If I don't get the points, I'm not winning. I don't get lucky.
Yeah,
like
so Toby's 7, I'm 8, Jordan's 9, and Jeff is 10. But it's tight.
Yeah.
Jeff was talking mad shit last week.
Who? Who?
Yo, and the week before you played Toby, Jeff, I'm getting in, I'm beating everybody. Now he just like,
Yeah. But both weeks was on some last
Yeah, for real. Yo, my
shit.
shit was the craziest shit though. My shit was the
Yes,
craziest.
you know what I'm saying? Like that was like a
crazy.
prayer, like for that to go down. And then Ravi, he was really running out of time. Like it came to the point where like he was hoping that the Patriots or the Bucks, tried to score because that mean the Rams would have to try to score. Like
Yeah,
telling
dude.
you,
I didn't care about the game at all yesterday.
yeah.
But I stayed up till the 4th quarter just so I could see him throw that last pass to Cooper Kupp. As soon as that happened, I shut the TV off.
Cause look, like if the Buccaneers don't score and make it 24-24, the Rams gonna run the clock out, and I'm like, don't score.
Crazy. All right, man. Y'all ready for the show, man?
Yeah, that's rock and roll, man.
All right, man. Well, welcome to another episode of Beyond the Trenches. This is episode 10. I'm your host, Big Mike, with my esteemed panel today. Got a lot to talk about with the football that happened this week. I want to introduce the panel. We got Jordan right here.
Here.
Jeff.
Hey, what's going on?
Tobi.
Yo.
And back again, a special guest on location, Ravi.
Yo,
what's up? We were just talking about this. You'll see this as well, but let's get back into this game. The Rams beat Tampa Bay. They're 7-3 now. Have we been sleeping on the Rams? They haven't been talked about all year. And do they have the best defensive football? Jordan, what you think?
I don't think we've been sleeping on them. I mean, I think I had them in my top 5 at least once or twice this year. I think I did.
Yeah.
I did for sure. I know for a fact.
I don't know. I mean, we gotta go back in the archives, but you probably did.
Now we can. It'll be there. I'm 100%. So yeah, I don't think we've been sleeping on them. You know, they took some lumps during the season, certain losses. You feel me? Like we saw them lose to the Dolphins, and we thought, you know what I'm saying, and then we found out that Miami's actually pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? So they've had a pretty hard schedule. No, I don't think we're sleeping on them. Are they the best defense in the league? It's arguable. You know, you can make an argument. I'm gonna give it to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is the only team in the top 5 in everything. You know what I'm saying? Like every defensive, category, they're ranked in the top 5. The Rams
is the Rams like number 1 in points allowed, 2 in yards or something?
Actually, number 2, bro. Steelers are number 1. Steelers are number 1. They're number 1 in yards per game, and then they're 3rd in sacks. But the Steelers are number 1 in points. They're number 2 in yards. No, they're top 5 in yards. They're number 1 in points, number 1 in sacks, number 1 in turnovers. Nobody cares about how many yards you give up. It's all about points allowed and turnovers. That makes you a great D. So who cares about the yards? You know what I'm saying? But in terms of sleeping, I wouldn't say people have been sleeping on them. I think they're right where they are. And going into the playoffs, I think they're going to be somebody who, teams are going to be kind of scared of because that defense is serious. So, I mean,
all right.
I don't think.
Jeff, what do you think, man?
Well, it was a great game for one. And have we been sleeping on them? I wouldn't say. I think they just been flying under the radar. They were just playing the games on their schedule, beating the teams that they had to beat. The defense is still top tier. Don't get it twisted. They got lockdown corner Jalen Ramsey, and they got the best defensive player in all of football, Aaron Donald. Then you add, they got blockers on the other end. So they're fully loaded on the D line to bring the pressure. Now, of course, we know that that's what you have to do to beat Tom Brady is getting the pressure in his face. And that's what they're best at. So it's kind of like putting, fire to the iron. Like, it won't really crack because it's going to work. But, again, they still have the reputation of being one of the top defenses. They never really lost that. Now, the offense has always been the question thing. Was Goff good enough? He got the QB whisperer, but can Goff do it on his own? But it looked like the magic is back, actually. They got the running backs by committee, so you don't have to girly where you got to demand the ball to one player, and some of them catch out the backfield. So they're in regularly good position. The defense is really top 5. Yeah, I'm giving it that credit. And we'll see what they do the rest of the way out.
All right, Ravi, what you think about the Rams? A bit under the radar.
I agree with Jeff. I think under the radar, definitely. Because when you think of top teams in the league, they don't immediately come to mind. But I think they deserve to be in the conversation. Because I don't know if their defense is the best, but it's definitely top 2 or 3 with the Saints, Steelers, and Rams all up there.
The Saints, what?
Saints defense?
The Saints defense?
Saints are up there. Saints are up there.
Wow.
Yeah, they're up there.
But yeah, I mean, I guess the one thing I was unsure about is Goff too. But looks like Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp, I think we were talking about it last night. I think Jordan might have said it last night. They're a pretty solid duo, and they got a good running game. So yeah, they're definitely a team to look out for. Definitely top 5 in the league.
We can say Goff's better than Wentz now, so I'll give you that shit.
Been saying this
we do
for a
that
long
with
time.
Jump, actually.
Right. I've been
that
saying
was
this.
Never in doubt.
Yo, you was never saying that.
I was never saying that.
He went to the Super Bowl.
What?
No. He knew he was better.
But I was never saying this.
Anyway.
When Goff went to the Super Bowl.
Hold on.
After last year, yo was not saying
Yo.
Hold on. I don't know about y'all, but Tobi, Robbie, I've been saying, bro, thank you.
He been saying, come on, bro. You know you never liked Carson Wentz for them to get it. So he definitely was saying Jared Goff was better than Carson Wentz.
Thank you. I definitely was saying Goff.
Y'all was talking about how he's a game manager.
That's my opinion. That was my opinion on that.
Right, that was Tobi's opinion. Yeah,
I think he can make really good throws.
Yeah, I used to be saying Goff drop dimes all the time, bro. Like I've been saying better than
I agree with that.
Yeah, but anyway, Tobi, what's your thoughts on the Rams this year right now? So.
But yeah, like I was about to say, I never really believed. I mean, I didn't believe in the Rams. I just never. They was never in my top 5. I never put them in any of my top 5. I know that for a fact because Jared Goff. I never really believed in Jared Goff. Like I said, he probably was like a little game manager. Come on, you see what happened in the Super Bowl, bro? They scored 3 points. I was like, what? Jared Goff?
The Super Bowl for a young quarterback and a young coach. I mean,
but 3 points, bro. I mean, yeah, they're 3 points. That's why I did. That was my reason for not believing, really thinking he was all that. But I watched the game the other day, and those receivers, that offense, they was looking, better than ever. With those receivers getting yards after the catch, and I mean, they're gonna be a team to beat because they're definitely gonna get to the playoffs, and they could win on the road. Anything can happen. And are they the best defensive team in football? They're not. They're up there. They're like 1 or 2. I'm gonna of course give it to the Steelers. That's my team. Steelers. We're going all the way. But yeah, they're the second best defense in the league.
I think they've been slept on. I haven't heard about them at all. Not just this show, but even on other shows, stuff like that. So they've been winning their games quietly. I feel like 7-3 is right there with all the best teams in football, stuff like that. So I think they've definitely been kind of slept on a bit. I mean, McVay is McVay. He's a good coach. Now in that Super Bowl, though, like Jeff said, that was a young coach, young QB. You gave Belichick 2 weeks against them. It was impossible, stuff like that. But
chill, eat them up.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the defense, the shutdown corner is key in football, as y'all know, man. And that's one thing they got. Remember, Ramsey held Metcalf for 1 or 2 catches, bro.
I mean, look, I'm gonna actually give Jeff some props on this one. Talk about Mike Evans. Mike Evans was giving it to him last night. Mike Evans was giving it to him last night. I don't care. He was getting it in.
I mean, everybody gonna have Mike Evans ain't no bum either.
No,
like,
I
don't
agree.
make you like Mike Evans a walk on.
And Mike Evans like 6'5", 230, bro.
But we talked about that though. You feel me? And he was running some of them routes where I ain't see him run. Where he, you know what I'm saying? He every great corner is going to get beat, but he was beating them a little bit more than I thought last night. Real shit.
I mean, they was just, they looked like they was going to win.
He got the best. Mike Evans won that. Mike Evans won that matchup.
I mean, but either way, they got the front four, so Brady got happy feet. So you know what I mean? It was.
He still won the matchup.
I mean, yeah, okay, we can say that, but I mean, he also might have known that the front four was gonna get there a lot. I mean, it's not a lot with that and whatnot. So, but anyway, slept on. I think they were. And now I think last night's game on prime time, everybody gonna be more aware of them now. You know, moving forward and stuff like that. So,
what do you think about the Bucs? What do you think about what it says about them?
That was my next question, co-host. but no, why don't you answer the question? What do you think about the Bucs? How about that?
I want to see what y'all gotta say first.
All right. Jeff, go ahead. What do you think about the Bucs? That don't happen last night.
Me?
Yeah, you, Jeff.
I think the Bucs are growing pains. I mean, listen, like we talked about, this defense, it's not like this defense is trash. It's got Aaron Donald on there. Like, they bound to wreck a quarterback's game. I mean, a GOAT, a rookie, an MVP, they bound to wreck your game. Like, they game wreckers. So, seeing it happen to Brady is nothing new. It doesn't even shock me now that we look at it from a landscape, and where it's like, dang, let's think about who we talking about. A lockdown cornerback, like I said. And like, Mike, you're right. A lockdown quarterback is highly undervalued nowadays. It used to be like back in the early 2000s, late 99, the lockdown corner was like gold. It was like, yo, you get one of them, all right, the rest of your team is in place. And it's like we lost that value, but Jalen Ramsey still showing us thing.
What do you think about the Bucs, Ravi? And their
so I just think that the Bucs were.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Jeff. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Ravi.
Jeff. Yeah. Go ahead, Ravi.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes, some weeks they look amazing, and then they'll come out like the last 3 weeks they've looked just terrible. Starting with that Saints game, like I don't know if they have the potential to make any real noise like in the playoffs. That they seem like they're a one and done team, unless they get matched up with Philly, whoever wins the NFC East. So like that team is too complete because the Tampa Bay's defense it's not amazing, but it's not bad. They have an elite offense, and Brady's just missing throws. Like he had a lot of throws yesterday that were just off the mark, and the receivers were open. So I mean, if Brady's got to straighten out, and then they got to figure out what they're doing because they had too much talent to be blowing games like that yesterday.
That defense got carved up to the tune of like 2 killed players with 10 catches.
Just like they did against the Saints. They got carved against by the Saints too, stuff like that. So and really, and Teddy wasn't bad either against them, but Mr. Brady is washed. Tobi, what you think about the
Bucs? I mean, that's definitely what I was about to get into. I mean, Tampa Bay, I never really in my head thought there was, like they've been shaky all season. Like they lost to the Saints week 1. They lost to the Bears. The only team they really beat they beat the Raiders. That was their best. I think that's probably one of their most impressive when they beat the Raiders, because the Raiders we see that the Raiders are really a good team, so they beat them by that much. But come on, Tom Brady he's done. I mean, like Ravi said, he's missing wide open shit. He's rushing shit. He's just everything is ugly out there. It was ugly. And I've seen him, he's just throwing picks to end the game. Like, come on, when does Tom Brady ever do that? And he's throwing picks anyhow. I think he got like 9 or 10 picks now.
You got 9 now. Yeah.
Anytime he played the good teams, he throw picks. You know why? Because they could get to him. That's always been a secret for Tom Brady. And Bill protected him from that. It was a 1-2 type thing. But now that he can get to Tom Brady, they smell blood. They're not getting. They definitely not going to the to the bowl.
All right, Jordan, since you brought it up, what you think about the Bucks last night?
I'm not gonna go as far as to say that he's totally washed. I'm not gonna say that. He definitely didn't play well. They were able to get pressure on him. Tobi, you just mentioned it though. You talked about he's not with the Patriots. It's not Bill over there. We got to take a look at Bruce Arians. To be honest with you, like when you look at what Tom Brady has done so well at over the course of so long, is getting the ball out, check down, this, that, and the third. And I don't know if it's that they don't have the continuity. I don't know if it's that he doesn't trust them. I don't know if he's moving. I don't know if it's that he's moving too slow. But whatever it is, it's not working. And I think we need to now take a look at Bruce Arians, because I don't know, like if y'all heard, Bruce Arians took a shot at him. Like when's the first time Brady ever had a shot from a coach? Like, you know what I'm saying? So are you the right guy to lead this group of alpha males? Like the amount of all-stars that they got on offense is ridiculous. Right. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Regardless of what they say about, oh, you need to fit in or you need to do that, those guys have egos or whatever, and whether they show it or not, at some point, they're going to be looking at Bruce Arians like, this shit ain't working. So I think we need to also take a look at him and say, you need to start fixing some things. Because some of the play calling isn't that great, to be honest. Like, why are you taking like when Brady did throw that pick, why are you taking that shot down the field? They had time. They had more time to get down the field. And that was like uncharacteristic of Brady as well. So I think definitely we got to take a look at Bruce Arians and say, are you the right guy for this job?
Yeah, and with that being said, what happened to the run game? Nobody talks about that, but I think Ronald Jones only had like 25 yards. They might have had like 40-something as a team. They averaged like 2.3 a carry last night. So that was a problem too, because Brady feeds off play action. So where was the run game? Where was the O-line? And it was a close game. So it ain't like they was getting blown out. So the run game should have never went away. So that's also on BA. And his play calling and stuff like that. So they gotta look at that. Look at that as well. So they gotta. I mean, it's 7-3. That's a good record. So they're not like done or whatever like that. But they definitely gotta clean some things off. But I don't think, again, I never had them get to the Super Bowl regardless. This might be like a 2-year project, as well. But we'll see. But let's move on forward, man, to another team disappointing right now, which are the Ravens. And right now, as Ravi let us know, they are currently outside of the playoffs if the season ended today. When you hear that, thinking about their expectations, what are your thoughts, Tobi, when you hear
that? I mean, if the season ended today, what's their issue? I really don't know. I guess the league has caught on to them. Their offense really isn't what it was. They don't score as much, I guess. Their defense is supposedly got better, but Derrick Henry runs on them to end the game. But I mean, it's Derrick Henry, so he's gonna wear on you eventually, and then he's gonna score. That shit happens all the time. But I still think they're gonna get to the playoffs. I mean, I still think but there's 7 teams, and even though the season is ending today, the real issue is they need to score more. Lamar needs to be better, but I don't know if he's gonna really be, that much. I mean, I never really believed in him to that point. He won MVP, but I never thought he was going to be this greatest of all time quarterback. And his ceiling looks like right now it's reached, but I'm not going to say it is. But right now it looks like it's stagnant at where it's going to be at. But they're still going to make the playoffs. And man, maybe make some noise in there.
I don't think so. But Ravi, what you think since you brought it up about them not being in the playoffs? So.
Yeah, I mean, they're just not explosive like they were, at least on offense last year. I don't know what their defensive turnover numbers are, but I can't imagine they're up there like they were last year. And like, not that AJ Brown isn't a good receiver, but come on, like how many tackles did he break that one touchdown play?
4 or 5. 6? Yeah, right. It was a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, come on. And these are like top level corners like Humphreys and Marcus Peters. Like, come on, these guys, you got to tackle them. It's only a second-year receiver. And like, how many times would you have said, like, if you had to put money on it last year, if the Ravens got the ball first in overtime, is that game, like, is the other team even going to get a chance? And, like, here we are.
Yeah.
They lost.
Jordan, what you think about the Ravens and right now?
It's the issue is Lamar Jackson and the offensive coordinator. When you actually look at the offense compared to last year, the numbers are actually similar to an extent, but Lamar Jackson has just digressed so badly. It's like you look at the numbers, like last year, they were ranked the number 2 offense in total yards per game. They were the number 1 rushing team per game, and they were only ranked 27th in the pass last year. This year, they're 21st in yards per game. They're still number 1 in rushing yards per game, and they're 31st in the pass. But his numbers are totally taken a loss. Like last year, he was 66%. This year, he's 33%. He's thrown as many interceptions this year as he did this last year. He had 6 last year. He's got 6 right now, and half his he had 36 touchdowns, and he's only got fucking 15 right now. So it's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's him. It's him. They have the same offense from last year. He's the problem, and the coaching is the problem too. Teams have figured out how to, put him in a box and say, okay, throw the ball. You feel what I'm saying? And he can't do it. So that also then puts you like that right there will show you a difference between a good coach and a great coach. Because right then and there, you have a player who has exceptional talent, who clearly didn't have that much of an issue last year, right? And you have the same exact team. Then you come into the next year, and teams have figured you out, and you can't figure out how to score on teams or throw the ball on teams. You got to put your players in a position to be able to succeed as well. So we got to take a look at, Lamar is probably like, I would give Lamar 40% of the blame, and I would give, honestly, coaching more of the blame than Lamar. Because like I said, when you look at the numbers as a team on the offense, they're kind of identical from last year. I mean, you even look at the rushing yards he had. He's only got 575 yards rushing this year. And he's only got 3 touchdowns running the ball. Like, that's not what, you know what I'm saying? That's not what he does best. I mean, that's what he does best. They're not doing that. So,
all right, Jeff,
I think it's more.
What are your thoughts? How disappointed have they been this year, the Ravens, Jeff?
I mean, what are they, 6-3?
Nah, they're 6-4.
6-4. They're right outside the playoff.
About to be 6-5 after Thursday. So.
Yeah, whatever the case may be. Okay, so it doesn't disappoint me. I mean, I wasn't a believer in this process anyway, or this scheme anyway. I believe it was only so much you could do. I'm not a believer of running quarterbacks being successful passing quarterbacks. It's only been a few. Donovan McNabb and say the one. I mean, it just generally doesn't work if you ask me. Like, they're too instinctive to run. I mean, hell, even Taysom Hill. It's not just ethnicity. It's really quarterbacks who are running quarterbacks don't play well at quarterback. Even the guys at Navy. And I know what's going to work, and it's going to come down, and they're going to be normal, and they're going to have to find the quarterback. And I wonder. I say about 2 years.
No way. What?
Man, he about to get a huge contract after this year.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah.
Bro, when you say 2 years, what?
Way.
They're going to need a new quarterback, he said. They're going to look for getting a new quarterback.
Oh, and they're getting a quarterback?
Yeah, no way.
Yeah.
Bro, he about to get $150 million after this year. I guarantee you.
Why would you get rid of him?
That doesn't mean that's a good thing.
But why would you get rid of him? What's the reason for you to get rid of him?
Because the offense is hitting its peak already.
But it ain't.
I agree. Last year was your year. If they didn't do it last year, they're never going to get it done.
Yeah, it doesn't normally happen.
Bro,
Mike,
what?
Once teams get on you.
No. I agree, but I'm saying he ain't going nowhere. He about to get a huge contract. That's what I'm telling you right now. Whatever.
But
I agree. I agree, Mike.
If he's not going to get better, and I'm trying to tell you too, that contract, they're going to be mad at giving that contract, man.
Yeah, he's going to get
pedestrian.
He gonna get more than Wentz, more than Golf. He gonna get like $150 million. I'm telling you right now.
But he's better.
And right now, that doing that is only 50% correct.
But what about the defense though? Like what happened to them last year? They were like kind of shut down last year.
They're still good. They're still good though, bro. They're still top 10. Like you look at the numbers, they're still top 10. He's the issue. Like when you have a great defense like that, you continue to put them on the field. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they can't. Like bro, the greatest defense of all time. Ravens when the Ravens won the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah,
got off the field. Great defenses get off the field.
Right. Yeah, but hear me out though. Great defenses get off the field, right? But when your offense continues to put you on the field and leave you out there, that's hard to be able to sit there and sustain throughout a whole entire game. The only team that was ever able to do something like that to me was the Baltimore Ravens back in the day, but they had Jamal Lewis toting the rock, so it was a little bit easier.
You know what else I think with the Ravens too? I think they can flip it on whenever they're ready.
I think that too.
I think they had the idea in their mind that, you know what, we could turn it on whenever we're ready. And they gonna find out the hard way that shit don't work like that.
But I don't think they should get rid of him though. I think they should try to get rid of the coach and put a little bit more
coach or the OC?
Things on the OC.
Okay.
OC's gotta go. Yeah, Harbaugh's probably stamped there.
Yeah. Harbaugh's not going anywhere.
Yeah, Harbaugh's probably stamped there. So I think they should definitely get rid of the OC.
Gotcha. I don't think I think they like not middle of the pack, but they're not great defense, but they like, I don't know, they kind of like more like bottom like third or whatever, like you said, like 10 or 11 probably, whatever like that. They're not great. Like the 2000 Ravens went 3 games without letting up a touch. Like right. I'm sorry. The offense only scored all field goals for 3 straight games. Like that's fucking defense or whatever like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's probably the only team that could you can continue to put them on the field constantly and they get it done. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
yeah, I agree. He gonna get paid though, so Jeff, he gonna be there. So either way, they got to do something. They might need some more better slot receivers, underneath catchers, stuff like that, because getting down the field is his problem and stuff like that. So maybe tweak the offense a little bit. But either way, they're gonna be 6-5 after Thursday because they're already missing mad players. So that's a disappointing season. I'm sorry, and I'm just not what I'm saying. Like
might be the beginning and the end.
Yeah, I mean you can say that too.
But they don't have a better it's just y'all gonna laugh at me and shit, but they don't have a better option though. So why get rid of an MVP?
As I said, 2 years.
But what's gonna happen in 2 years? I mean, I feel you.
They might just turn it all the way over. Like teams hit the reset button. The Ravens are always good at having it. And
it's happening in our own hometown, man.
Huh?
It's happening in our own hometown, man.
Bro, but Lamar Jackson, they're not in the same category though, bro.
Well,
in reality, hold on. They gave him too much shine. What did they really do? Have a great regular season?
Nah. He's like 25-4. So his record is crazy right now.
But that's because he came in from the other half. But again, what did they do? Only have one great regular season.
But you got to give him credit though, bro. He had statistically one of the best seasons as a quarterback who ever lived. I mean, I'm gonna give him credit. I know 2 seasons that have beat that already. Give me one. Mahomes and who?
Mahomes, that's 3. As a matter of fact, the Peyton Manning 50 touchdowns. No, the Brady with Moss 50 touchdowns. No,
this man
way better seasons.
What, bro? This man threw for 3,127 yards and ran for 1,200 yards. Are you crazy?
Yo,
that's better.
Throwing for 50 touchdowns is crazy. Going for 5,000 yards is crazy. Having one dude catch 23 touchdowns in one season is crazy.
Bro, this man ran for
and go undefeated in the regular season.
For
all in one season.
Yards and pass for. He had 36 touchdown passes and 7 touchdown rushing, bro. He had 43 total touchdowns and over 4,000 all-purpose yards. Nobody's ever done that, bro. What are you talking about?
So hold on. Let's back up. So you think it's the best quarterback season ever, Jordan? What'd you say?
It's got to be 1 or 2. It's got to be 1 or 2.
You hear this guy, Mike?
I mean, I don't agree. I don't agree with that.
Yo, y'all were saying that
tripping.
We never said it was the best ever. We never said
it was the best ever.
Yo, y'all be so cat. Yo was saying that shit.
We never
He
said
did not say the best
Yo,
ever.
I'm done. Yo, next topic, yo.
All right,
Never said the best ever.
This man is crazy.
Yo, Toby, why you keep making up stuff we saying? We'll never say.
Bro.
Yo,
Like, he makes stuff up all the time, yo. Never
Yo,
said
yo,
the
Jack,
best.
Yo, always saying this shit like.
what? We never
Best
said that.
ever?
Anyway, next topic, man. Next topic. All right. Well, so speaking of something that Jordan did say, he was loving the fact that Tua was brought in, but now Tua got benched already after the fourth start. So was it a mistake to bench him now, or was it a mistake to bring him in the first place? Jordan, what you think, man? Since you like Tua, how you bringing him in?
I mean, I feel like it was a mistake to bench him when they did. I think Flores got it fucked up because I think I think he got his spot fucked up because what he did was like, okay, you took out Fitz, right?
Right.
You put him in. They go on what, a 3-game winning streak? I think they won 3 games in a row, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you sit there. They were down by like what, 7 or 10?
Yeah, something like
and They thought putting Fitz in was going to win them the game. Like, so I think he got into a situation where he was thinking like the timeline in which they wanted to start Tua got sped up. They damn sure didn't think they'd be sitting there in a position to where they'd be in contention to make the playoffs. So instead of him thinking about the next couple of games, he said, well, how can I win this game? So you fuck his confidence up by taking him out the game and putting Fitz back in. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if I'm Tua, I'm looking at you like, bro, what you doing? You get what I'm saying? Like,
right.
me, like, I would be like, damn, bro, what you don't, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what, you don't trust me or something? So I think that can mess up his psyche to where he may not trust Brian Flores. Now, he gave him the starting job back. You know what I'm saying? So it's his team moving forward. But I just don't think he should have did that. I think he should have let him play out the game. Now, if you came out and said we took him out because we were afraid that he might get injured because he was sacked 6 times, that's something different. He sat there and said, we thought Fitzpatrick gave us the best position to win. Well, you put Tua.
Won.
No, they didn't. You put Tua. He threw a pick. He threw a pick. You put Tua in 3 weeks ago talking about Tua gives us the best position to win. So like, I thought that was a terrible decision. Like, let him ride it out. Like, y'all was losing. Let him ride it out.
All right, Toby, you haven't talked in a while. What do you think? Was it a mistake to start him in the first place, or was it a mistake to bench him yesterday?
It was definitely a mistake to bench him yesterday. I didn't even understand that. Like Jordan was saying, it messes with his confidence. I was watching. I was hearing earlier. They were saying Tua, like his personality, he could handle something like that. I'm thinking like, what? Like, I don't really understand that. And Fitzpatrick, they lost 20-13. Like, I mean, no, I think Tua, you got to let Tua play out the game. Like, it's all about him growing. Like, put him in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens throughout the entire game. You know, you gave him, the keys to the team, and then you took it back. And you gave it to Fitzpatrick in the fourth quarter. That makes no sense. So yeah, I think it was definitely a mistake benching him.
Yeah, keep in mind though, they had already won 2 straight before he got brought in there.
That's true.
But Jeff, what do you think? Was the mistake to bench him yesterday, or was the mistake to start him in the first place? Tua.
I think it was a mistake to start him in the first place, and that's where all of this begins. Because Flores really he playing like he got he not on. I don't know if he on the hot seat or not, but he playing like he ain't got nothing to lose. Like he wanted to win every game, and that move with Fitzpatrick, he was just trying to win that one game. Like it wasn't about anything long term, short term. It was just a coach saying, "I want to win this one game right here." So yeah, it could mess with the psyche, but as long as the coach let him know, and hopefully he understands what type of coach he has, and and what his process is and what he's trying to do, he should be fine. I don't think it'll mess anything up, though, honestly.
I don't know about that. Ravi, what you think?
I don't think it was a mistake to bench him. I mean, you got to trust your coach. Flores has proved that he's a good coach and he can motivate his players, especially if the reports that are coming out are true, where Fitzpatrick and Tua have like a good mutual respect. And Tua knows he's the starter. He's starting next week. It's just he was not playing well at all. So like I understand the whole growing pains thing, but they have a shot to win their division. They have a shot to make a run in the playoffs. So might as well just try to win as many games as you can.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that I don't think you should have started him in the first place because Fitz wasn't playing bad. But since you did start him, I feel like you got to keep him in there because I do feel like now it might make him press a little bit, look over his shoulders every time he has a bad throw, a bad half. Will he bring in Fitz now? So I feel like that's not cool or whatever. I mean, yeah. They got a good relationship, but I don't want to think that anytime I have a bad quarter that they might bring him in if it's a chance we could win the game. So if you can't make the playoffs, you can't. Like, I mean, I don't want to say it's not important, but it's more important to develop Tua for the long term. He's a quarterback for the next 10, 15 years, hopefully. So I feel like that they should have just kept him in there. If they're going to bring him in. Now, again, I think Fitz should have stayed in the first place, but if you're going to bring him in, you might as well keep him in.
So let me ask you. You say you think that they should have kept Fitz in, right?
Yeah, he just won 2 straight games, something like that.
All right. So he started after that Jets game, right? So right?
Yeah, They benched Fitz after a 24-0 blowout of the Jets.
Right.
It's the Jets, though. It's the Jets.
Exactly,
Alabama,
but they did exactly what they should. They put up 20 and shut them out.
Ohio State could beat the Jets right now. Clemson could beat the Jets.
But I'm saying they did what they supposed to do.
Stop
they put up 20 and they shut them out.
Stop.
But hear me out, so you really think Ryan Fitzpatrick, right, was going to beat the Rams, the Cardinals, and the Chargers?
Yo, what did Tua do against the Rams?
Tua had lights out.
What did Tua do against the Rams? Please tell me.
Didn't throw no pick and got a touchdown.
You answered my question, bro.
Right. Tua against the Cardinals. No picks, 2 touchdowns. It's a close game. It's 34-31. And then they beat the Chargers 29-21. He's got 3 touchdowns. He still don't got no interceptions this season.
What did Fitz do against the Niners?
The Niners?
Yeah.
Bring it up right now. Hold on.
Your Niners suck though.
He had 350.
Really well constructed.
He had 350 for 3 touchdowns. Mind you, the starting quarterback for the Niners, I mean, they took Jimmy G out and put CJ Beathard in the fucking game.
What do they got to do with the Niners defense? The hell?
Come on, Mike.
I'm just saying, bro.
I don't know what was his point here.
Fitzpatrick is Fitzpatrick.
They didn't have both.
He wasn't
we know what Fitzpatrick is. Exactly. Yeah, Jordan's right here.
But he wasn't playing bad. That's my point.
Yeah, he wasn't He wasn't being that at the moment.
That's my point.
Hold on. When they played the Jets, right? The week before that, right, or the 2 weeks before that, they blew out the 49ers, right?
Right.
Now they played the Seahawks. This man was he threw 3 picks and the score was still, the score was 31-23. And he threw 3 picks, bro. Tua would have won that game.
That's
Tua got benched yesterday.
Bro, and he still ain't throw no damn pick. You bring Fitzpatrick and he throws a fucking pick, the game's over.
Bro, Tua had 85 yards versus the Rams, bro. Like, it was ridiculous.
They won the game, Mike. The Rams, we just talked about how good the Rams defense is, and they won the game. So, come on.
So wait. Okay, so in
that makes sense. That makes sense.
In that Tua instance, that's when we're allowed to say, hey, as long as they win the game. But if Fitzpatrick throws for 100 yards or 3 interceptions but 3 touchdowns and they win the game, it can't be, we won the game. It got to be like, yo, he threw 3 picks.
But they should have never benched him, though.
That's the point. That's the point. If Fitz was that bad and Tua was that good, they would never think, you know what, Fitz give us the best chance to win the game. He said that. The coach said that. So for that right there, it's like, that's crazy. Why?
He was tripping because he went in there and threw a pick. Something Tua ain't done all year since he got in the game.
Oh,
so
man,
we know.
I mean, he managed the game. Tua ain't out there slinging 35, 40 times. He a game manager. He only had like 18 passes one game, 12 passes one game, something like that. I mean, he's not out there like doing the most.
Tua's accurate. He a little bit athletic. He like 6 feet tall. Like, I don't know if I trust Tua like that or whatever like that.
But I do agree though. His first the game against the Rams, it was like his first game.
That's true. Yeah, we did call it.
They like one of the best defense.
I mean, against the Cardinals, he threw it for 28 times, 2 touchdowns.
I mean, he always beats Kyler. That's what he does. He beats on Kyler. College.
Different team, bro. The Cardinals was a good team, bro.
Yeah,
that was an impressive win, bro. That was
Kyler can't beat Tua.
They beat the Seahawks. They
beat
the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, we'll see, man. Moving forward, man. Let's talk about a real team. Let's talk about the Steelers. the fact that they're 10-0. And since Ravi ain't been here, and I hold a terrible smile up at him too. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
This is upside down is the whole logic of him being a Steelers fan.
Was it? Anyway, the Steelers are 10-0 right now, undefeated. About to be 11-0 after this Thursday. But since Jordan want to send a meme out here, the question is, are they overrated at 10-0?
You'll be surprised what I gotta say.
All right, let's start with Jeff. What do you think, man?
Jordan giving us bulletin board material. Jordan, what's wrong with you, man? Don't do that no more, man.
Bro. But you know what I gotta say, though.
Yeah, huh?
I said, you're going to like what I gotta say. You're going to be surprised.
I mean, you know, that meme wasn't a lie, though. Like, it was the truth. They really playing the NFC least. They got the Cincinnati Bengals and the Browns 4 times a year. That's at least 8 wins.
The Browns 7-3, bro.
That's like act like the Steelers went 3-11 last year. You know, they were 8-8. So them being 10-0 is not far-fetched. Like, okay, they had 3 different terrible quarterbacks last year and were 8-8. So for them to get a Hall of Fame quarterback and Ben Roethlisberger back in the lineup with the weapons, and then a new addition like Claypool, and then, you know, you got James Washington, you know, but, you know, Juju's there, and I think Washington might have even been there. You got Connor coming back again. It's not far-fetched that they undefeated, man. I mean, they play who on their schedule. A W's a W. But the thing is, what people overrating is underrating is, like, you give them that traction of winning games in many different fashions, close games, lost games, blowouts. When it's time to play the real teams, I think they're going to be prepared. Like, they're going to have went through it all already. Like,
okay.
So,
Ravi, what you think?
So, I mean, that meme wasn't a lie, but they're not overrated. I think they're as good as their record says. All facets of the game, they're pretty elite. Even though Big Ben isn't having a spectacular season, he's getting the job done. But yeah, I wouldn't call them overrated in any sense. I think they're a dangerous team, and they can seriously. The one thing is, I think they need to keep that 1 seed and get that extra bye, since they had a week 4 bye, or week 3 bye, or whatever. So, I mean, but again, not overrated. They're as good as the record says.
Okay.
And I think they have a tough schedule coming up. So we'll really see next few weeks.
Well, after they win this week, we'll see. Whatever. Tobi, what you think?
I mean, that meme was some hater shit, of course. Excuse my language, but come on now.
You good?
Come on now, like, come on, like, people just be hating like for no reason. Anytime somebody's good, they want to critique. Bro, you're 10-0 in the NFL, bro. You're 10-0, 10-0. You know, people slip up. Come on, how many teams are going 10-0 like recently? When was the last time?
They ain't going to.
Anyways,
it's all right.
People say we beat. They keep talking about the competition we beat. Come on, we beat the Ravens. Okay, we beat the Titans. We beat the Browns. Okay, people talking about we beat the Browns. The Browns, what's their record? They have a good record. They beat the Colts. They did not beat the Colts. Right, they're 7-3. They beat the Colts. The Colts just beat the Packers.
Right.
Are the Packers not good? Come on, you gotta look at what's going on in the league. Come on, beat the Browns, the Eagles. I mean, they're trash. I don't know why. We beat the Broncos earlier in the season. I mean, they just locked down. Their defense just locked down Tua, got his ass benched. We beat the Giants in the first week. They took the fucking Patriots on the wire. I mean, come on, we played. It's the NFL. When you go 10-0 in the NFL, it's impressive, bro. Period. So, they're not overrated. They're 10-0. The teams for me is the Chiefs, the Steelers, and the Bills. That's the 3 teams. I think those are the 3 best teams in the AFC. And I'm only really scared of. I kind of the Bills is. I'm scared of the Bills. I think they got a good offense and the Chiefs, but they should get to the AFC Championship game. That's what I think. And yeah.
All right, Jordan. Let me hear your thoughts since you had a lot to say. That's it.
Nah, man, that meme was true. Point blank. Period. All right. With that being said, they 10-0. They're not overrated. I think honestly they might be a little bit underrated. They might be flying like I know they're 10-0, but we don't talk about them a lot. Like they're undefeated, but we don't talk about them as much as some of the other teams. But I think when it's all said and done, they got the best defense in the NFL. I'm gonna give you that. You know what I'm saying? But I think when it's all said and done, right? I think I said this last week. There's only 2 teams in the NFL that are top 5 in points allowed and points per game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and it's the Kansas City Chiefs. So we're gonna measure them up against the Chiefs, whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? So people saying, well, they need to go 16-0 so they can get the home field advantage. It don't matter. Ain't nobody gonna be there. So it don't matter. So at the end of the day, am I going to pick them to win the Super Bowl or get to the Super Bowl? No, because they don't have Patrick Mahomes. I don't care. Like I need to see them. I need to see them play the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Because they play the Bills. The best teams that y'all play all year: Titans, Ravens, Bills. So y'all play the Bills later in the season. You get what I'm saying? Y'all was a missed field goal away from OT going against the Titans. I'm gonna give y'all credit though for being 10-0, and y'all came down to the wire against Baltimore. Y'all made it happen. But are they overrated? No. Do I think they're the best team in the NFL? Record-wise, yes. Do I think they're the best team in the NFL? No. Because I think Kansas City is the best team in the NFL strictly because of the fact they got number 15.
Man, stop asking yourself questions.
For real.
Anyway.
Third person hosting.
I'm just saying, bro.
Anyway, listen, man. I ain't scared of the Bills because the Bills defense, as we saw against Arizona last week, can give up a lot of points in big plays. As we saw last week. So, and we got a lot of receivers. So I ain't going to worry about the Bills. Chiefs, only team that's possible because they are good on both sides of the ball. But, if just like Derek Carr did last night, you get them in the right shootout, it could come down to who got the ball last. Like, you never know, stuff like that. So I don't worry about them either.
Games in a row.
Yeah, definitely not. And that's the thing, I will watch those Oakland Raider tapes. The only picks Mahomes threw all season was against the Raiders. So whatever they doing, that's what I would do if I was on the team, something like that. But and
had we got a touchdown and not that field goal, it would have been a bit of a different game.
Yeah.
We'll get to that game later on. But as far as the Steelers are concerned, Jeff might be right. They might be a little under the radar and whatnot because they're 10-0, but they don't get talked about like a 10-0 team. Like normally and stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying, right? That's what I thought too. I feel like they was flying under the radar. Like that's what I'm saying. I think they was a little underrated because we don't talk about them enough. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they've been undefeated. Like the last team before them was like 6-0. Like they've been undefeated for like 4 more weeks than anybody else been undefeated. Like it's been a long time. You know what I mean? Sure. So, but we'll see. After we beat the Ravens this week, we'll go on next week and move on from there. That's gonna be my lock, Tobi. I'm telling you right now.
He wouldn't put the crib on it.
Against the Ravens this week?
Yeah, you wouldn't put the crib on it.
I mean, not the crib. Maybe the car. No, I'm joking.
Maybe the car.
Just before we move on to the next topic, I read this fun fact that last 3 teams that started 10-0 did not win the Super Bowl.
Who's that?
Shot me.
I don't know what the teams were, but
I think it was the Colts, the Patriots, and I forget who else or whatever. So we'll see. I don't know. I mean, you know what it is. I mean, I get it though, because if you win all those games, it takes a lot on you and stuff like that. So.
Pressure. Yeah. So I mean, pressure Then you start thinking about being undefeated. And,
yeah, we'll see.
I don't think we're going undefeated anyway. I don't think we're going undefeated.
Nah.
Huh?
I ain't scared of the Bills, but that might be the game right there. You know what I mean? The Bills. Right
Man, the game might be on Turkey Day. Fuck out of here.
You want to bet? Are we betting on it? We betting?
Nah, I'm not a betting man. I'm only a betting man when it comes to this.
Nigga, you always betting $6.50 and shit like that.
Yeah, right.
He almost came up a band this week though.
That's what I'm saying. I almost gave up a whole band.
Yo, I ain't gonna
Almost.
lie though. Like off topic, those bets you put in for the touchdowns, I can't believe they all hit. That was crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, wow.
Bro.
Yeah.
Fucking Rodgers, man. Well, it wasn't even Rodgers' fault, but
Anyway, moving on forward, man, to another one of our teams from the group, the Philadelphia Eagles. And next topic is about another loss, another bad play from Wentz. Is it truly time to think about benching him? Let's start with the Eagles fans here. Go ahead, Rob. You got it?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna spend too much time on this. Yes, he should be benched. Let's see what Hurts got because Wentz clearly doesn't have what he used to have.
All right. Well,
That's all I gotta say.
So is this a final benching for Wentz ever?
Maybe not
Ravi?
final, but I mean, like Doug hasn't coached well either. But
I was gonna say, since
come
you're
on,
talking
man.
about that too much,
Wentz he's throwing
let's talk about Doug.
picks, fumbling.
How you feel about Doug this year, Robbie?
He definitely hasn't been good. His like play calling has been like very pedestrian and predictable. And probably has been like that for the last 2 years, but he won a Super Bowl. So he's got a long leash for me. So at a certain point though, he's gotta say like, yeah, Wentz is obviously not the guy anymore. So put Hurts in, let's see what Hurts can do.
Okay. Jordan, what you next Eagle fan?
I mean, fuck do I say? I mean,
You answered the question, bro. It's time to finish.
yeah, it might have been time fucking 4 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Like I've tried to hold on as much as I can until the wheels will fall off. And I got no more tires. I'm done. I'm fucking done. It's time. They gotta figure out and like the funny thing is, right? If they put Hurts in, right? It's like say they see what Hurts got, right? And they win a few games, you know what I'm saying? They still make the playoffs. It's like cool. Keep him in, you know what I'm saying? But it's definitely time. The only reason why they don't want to do it, I think Doug Peterson came out and was like, "We're not going to do it because it's going to signal to the team that we're like tanking." Bitch, you 3-7-1. You losing games.
The question is, can Doug do it? Does he have the ultimate autonomy to do it? That's the real question.
Yeah, I mean he's getting paid a lot, but yeah.
I don't see why not. I mean, this is like, I mean,
I'm saying is Lori or Howie making a decision, or is Doug making a decision?
I don't know. We need Robbie's Philly insiders. I don't know.
Pretty boys in Philly.
I don't know. I think I mean he's getting paid $100 million. I think that's why he's a quarterback still.
Mm-hmm. Why? Because they're paying him the money.
Yeah, because they're paying him the money.
Yeah. I say, what's the point of having $35 million if he ain't out there?
Yeah, that's where I'm going with it next. But Jeff, what do you think, man?
You know what? Are they leading the division?
Yeah.
For now.
They're leading the division still?
Not after Thursday.
Yeah,
don't change nothing. Keep riding it out. I mean, look, the only time I would think about changing Wentz is if they were like totally out of it. But for them to actually still be in contention to win that division and have a playoff game, which you got to think about it as far-fetched, but the playoff game is what we want to see Wentz in anyway. I don't really care. Because we've never seen him in that circumstance because he always gets hurt before the season ends. So if they're in a chance to win the division, ride it out like this, keep Jalen Hurts on the bench. I don't think he's the truth anyway. And we see what happens if Winston get him in the playoffs and win a game or two. You never know. It could be repeated 017.
Y'all better rip him for that. Because if I said that shit, y'all be ripping me.
But why we gonna change if y'all could win the division? That's stupid.
I mean,
it's like,
no,
yo, you
but
know
listen.
what?
At first, I felt the same way.
Listen, the Cowboys and the Washington football team play each other this week, the Seahawks, and we're about to get clapped.
Well, I mean,
and that's my lock.
I mean, listen, man. Look, that division's so bad, man. It's just not yet to rule them out. So just let them keep playing. Like, with it.
I felt that first, bro. That's really how I felt. Like last week, I'm sitting there like y'all gonna laugh if we get up in the playoffs and beat somebody. You feel me? But
nah, you ain't doing that.
Like
I don't know, man. It's the NFL, bro.
The fuck out of
Weird
here.
stuff happens. With this COVID thing, Mike, you never know, Mike. Mike, with this COVID thing, you never know, Mike.
Don't do that, Mike. Turn up.
Bro, yo, Tobi cracking the fuck up.
Yeah.
What'd he say?
Tobi, can you bring some logic to this whole thing? And the time to went or what?
This conversation is getting out of control.
I know.
But Carson Wentz, is it time to bench him? I kind of agree with Doug Peterson. You know, you basically saying that the season's over. That division is horrible.
Been over.
Listen, that division is horrible. They can still win the division. Okay, so they are going to. They're like they said earlier, like Ravi said, they're paying him all this money. You might as well keep him for the rest of the season. And they're gonna die on that hill. You know, whatever happens. And to me, honestly, I don't think they're going to win the division. They're gonna die on that hill, and they're not gonna, win the division because they're playing the Seahawks. They're most likely gonna lose that game. They're playing the Packers. They're gonna most likely lose that game, and they're playing the Saints, and then the Cardinals. Come on, isn't that over for these guys? Come on,
Robbie. They was killing me feeling this way.
The Saints with Taysom Hill aren't the same Saints as the ones with Drew Brees.
Okay, but that's after they play the Seahawks and the Packers. So what about those games? What about the Seahawks and the Packers?
Breeze will be back in
like 3 weeks. A little bit too.
That's not 2 L's.
Right. The Jacksonville Jaguars just took the Packers to a nail biter.
Carson Wentz, if he's going to be starting, he's throwing it to the team at least once or twice. So,
Robbie,
you know what? He got to do that.
It was
what you say, Jordan?
He got to do that.
Like Willie Beeman, he got to throw up. He got to get it out of himself.
That's literally, he throw up every time. That's why they lose.
Jeff, what is wrong with you, bro? Wentz is horrible. What is wrong with you?
Like, Jeff, you start to sound like me.
Right.
They was killing me for it.
I mean, he is bad, but like I said, I'm thinking about from a team perspective. If you can get in the playoffs, then you might as well try.
Yeah, the rest of the team ain't good either. Yeah, like the rest of the team great. Like the fuck. Like,
not like Jalen Hurts is like somebody spectacular on the bench.
No. Okay. Let me say my point. I feel like you shouldn't bench him at all. I've been said that. I feel like Hurts needs a full offseason if you're going to play Hurts. To bring Hurts in now will do a disservice to Hurts and the rest of the team. So I do agree with that. Even though Wentz still ain't going to do shit to y'all, but you might as well let him play it out. Pay him $35 million. Miles let him play it out. And Hurts, off of no OTAs, no offseason, barely running any plays in the game, that's not going to help shit or whatever like that. So, no, you shouldn't bench Wentz. But even moving forward though, like I was hearing that like next season, if they let Wentz go, it's like $60 million of dead money against the cap. Like they are really stuck with Wentz for the next few years, regardless. So what they got to do is try to build around what they got. I still say by 2022, they're ready to get rid of the, at that point. But right now they stuck with him. So maybe Howie got to go. I don't know who got to go.
I mean, Mike. I wouldn't even be mad at that though, bro, because it's a thing. Like, if they get to the playoffs, right? Like, say they bench him, right? Mm-hmm. And say they get to the playoffs regardless, right? Like, what are the odds of like if you're talking about the way Carson Wentz has been playing all season, what are the true odds of him winning a playoff game?
Bro,
Slim to
you're not going to have a $35 million quarterback on your bench.
I was talking about this 2-3 weeks ago, and y'all
you were talking about his play. His play's still trash. But I'm saying with the money, you can't have that much money in your bench, is what I'm saying.
But I was saying don't bench him because it's like, what other option do we have? Because Hurts is trash. I was saying that.
But I ain't say he's trash. I say he needs a full offseason OTAs before
I'm talking about because Wentz has been trash. You feel what I'm saying? But at this point, they don't have shit to lose. Like, to me, I say if they bench him, it's to get his mind right, bro. His mind.
Like
right.
Jeff said, only way you even try it, maybe last 2 games when you're out of the playoffs. If you're out of the playoffs, if not, you got to keep him in right now. You're still in the playoffs.
Now, but yo, Robbie,
I never said bench him for Hurts this year. I never. Again, you put words in my mouth.
No, I'm gonna keep that. Robbie, they was ripping me, bro. They was ripping me, bro. I kept saying it, like I kept like, bro, I was on the wagon until this week, bro.
Nah, none of us on the wagon. Niggas trash or whatever. But we just saying.
You hopped off the wagon the week before, then you seem to come back around the block and try to hop back on the wagon.
Nah, but
that's why your credibility is shot.
Yo, first of all, y'all be trying to violate me when I be talking about that because I'm a homer, but I keep it 1,000.
Terrible.
That's an oxymoron, bro. You can't be a homer and keep it 1,000, bro.
Yeah, I'm keeping it 1,000.
No, you can.
Neither one of y'all do.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Yeah,
a homer, you're automatically biased.
Because I gave you every reason why they can win every single game, and he's probably lost it for them.
Nah, I don't think so.
We easily could have won.
You said
Sunday.
Cleveland was a lock.
You did.
It should have been.
You did say it was a lock.
Cleveland was a lock.
Bro, it should have been, bro.
There was no way that was a lock.
He said Cleveland was a lock.
I was Cleveland a lock. They 7-3 now after beating off.
The game was within reach. So when you talking about it wasn't a lock. The game was within reach. We had the 2 worst quarterbacks in the NFL, and he proved he's the worst.
He has more turnovers.
I thought you lose by 1 point or 20 points.
He was already the worst. I'm telling you, bro. His stat. I mean, yo, look at it down the line. It's bad.
I mean, I know.
I know you know. I'm just saying. Like
they
it's
got
bad. Like I said, I never thought he would be this bad.
No more Eagle topics. Real shit.
All right. Nah, I'm lying. Let me back up later.
I'm lying.
Anyway, moving forward, man. Let's talk about another team in the NFC East who do got a chance still as well. The Cowboys. They actually get a win versus the Vikings. Andy Dalton, played decently, and they got the win. Jordan's boy Zeke had over 100 yards. My God.
Wow.
I know.
Give it up to Zeke.
Finally. I'm dead.
Yeah.
Finally.
But with that being said, man, I guess I didn't put a question, but what are your thoughts on the Cowboys now, and can they still wait till they win the division? Jeff, what do you think, man?
Repeat everything I just said from the last segment and just put Dallas in there. But no, seriously, they got a chance too. I mean, they got to keep playing. Andy Dalton, he's not a bad backup if you manage Andy Dalton, if you keep him tame. If you let him turn into the red rifle, and he's going to go out here, he's going to throw interceptions. But the Cowboys do got a chance because you got Zeke. You got a really good offensive line. You got a Zeke. You got a defense that's got everything in the world to prove. Nothing to lose because they're terrible already, so the only place they can go is up. Now, Andy Dalton, like I said, he's been to the playoffs, has he? One and done every time he went, right?
Yeah. But he's been there 3 times. Yeah.
Couple times.
Okay, so he knows how to get you there. And one thing I can say Andy Dalton's never had is a running back like Ezekiel Elliott. Good for Zeke getting off the skid for the 100-yard mark. That's good. Hopefully momentum can build. Still terrible division, man. Nobody watches it.
Tobi, what you think, Tobi?
The Cowboys. That was my upset.
What?
Last week. I called it.
Give it up to Tobi. Guru. We need a guru saying.
Yeah, I don't be saying it, but I know it.
Like, you got to get the special effects in here. And
I will. Next season, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But of course, they can still win the division. I mean, come on, they're in the NFC East. They all have basically the same record. I mean, it's a horrible division. The Giants might win. Who knows? We will not. We won't know till the end of the season because they all really suck. So, that's all I got to say about that.
What about the Vikings? You think about them after yesterday?
I mean, Kirk Cousins. I mean, I don't think he had a bad game. I think he threw like 3 touchdowns.
He gave him the lead.
Yeah, he had 3 touchdowns.
He had 3 touchdowns. I mean,
yeah, he gave him the lead in the 4th quarter.
I don't even know their record. I know they're below 500 right now. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna blame Kirk Cousins because that's the easy thing to do. Blame him. They're under 500 regardless. So as they're struggling right now, who knows if they're gonna get in the playoffs? They might not get in the playoffs. I think they play the Bears soon. That's gonna be an important game too. But yeah, I mean the Vikings. Come on. Vikings.
All right. Well, I hope they still stay in it for a while. So Dalvin Cook can run a lot of yards for me. But Jordan, what do you think about the game yesterday with the Cowboys and Vikings, man? Cowboys.
Man, fuck Dallas. All right. Now, I ain't got shit to say about Dallas. All right.
About your boy Zeke, though. That's your man, I thought.
He won me. He got me 21 points in fantasy. Came through with 100 yards. All right. Kudos, whatever. All right. Fuck Dallas. All right. I'm on my homer shit. Because Ravi, they ripped me a couple weeks ago when the Eagles played Dallas, and I'm telling them, look, Dallas came out, you know what I'm saying? They came to ball. And then Dallas defense been playing better, you know what I'm saying? Fuck Dallas.
But that wasn't with Andy Dalton. That was with like some dude from Harvard. Like,
yeah.
I
Wait on the team no more. He already got cut, I think.
He doesn't even
on
know the team no more. He's like the third punter. Like,
bro, I was just talking about the defense. Like that at that point in time. You feel me? The defense came out there and played well. Defense been playing all right past 2 weeks since they played the fucking Eagles. You know what I'm saying? So, but y'all know my thoughts on Dallas. I'm a certified Eagles fan. Fuck Dallas. We win the division.
Now you're back in one division. You said Rich Wentz 5 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
Ravi, what's your thoughts, man?
I mean, come on, nothing to see there. They suck.
All right.
Although every time I watch the Vikings and I see Justin Jefferson dominate,
why?
I just think about going back to the Eagles and how they passed up on him to draft Jalen Reagor.
Yeah. Y'all see that catch by Thielen yesterday? That was a
Thielen was nice. Catch. Yeah. Even CD Lamb.
Even CD Lamb. Yeah,
that was crazy too.
Yeah,
and whatnot. Here's what I think, man. I think if Dallas still if they keep the same formula, run the ball a lot with Zeke and Pollard, because they become a little like thunder and lightning or whatever like that. Pollard be hitting the hole hard as hell.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Pollard's a good backup.
And then let Red Rocket do a lot of play action and stuff like that, because they got the receivers, you know what I mean, already. I think they'll be fine. If the defense play with passion, they got players, but they didn't have effort before. So that's why we said what we said, because their stats showed it or whatever like that. But now they're playing with some more effort right now. So, you know, they're looking better. They can win a division. I'm sorry. They definitely, still can. They probably, nobody should win the division, really. They should give the whole division up. But they can't win a division. So, we'll see. For the Vikings, it's like they just can't ever, they always close, but can't get there or whatnot. So, it is what it is. Moving on forward, man. We talked about this a little earlier, Taysom Hill. And I remember last week, or no, was it in the chat, we're talking about how it was crazy they playing Taysom over James. But Taysom balled, though, man. What do you think about Taysom and the Saints' victory? Ravi, why don't you start, Ravi?
Let's just start off with the Falcons are god-awful.
Okay.
The Falcons are terrible. Matt Ryan had a horrible game, but to be honest, I thought Taysom Hill was going to suck, and he didn't suck. He was decent. I think 2 rushing touchdowns, no passing touchdowns, but no interceptions either, right?
He threw for like 70. He was like 80% completions.
80%, yeah. So Sean Payton obviously knows what he's doing. He game planned really well. Honestly, props to him, because I thought Taysom Hill was gonna I thought they were gonna lose that game.
Okay. So what do you think, man?
Taysom Hill, they played the Falcons, so I really don't know. I really don't know what to put into it. But he played a decent game. I heard he was 30 years old. Is that true?
Yeah, he's 30. Yeah,
he's 30. Wow. But they beat the Falcons. Good W. He did. He ran the ball in. He threw passes. He did his thing. They play the Broncos next. I think that'll be an okay challenge, but they might win that game. I'm looking at the next couple of games. I'm not sure if I'm really seeing any real challenge, that's really going to show me what he's about. So, but the Saints, they're going to win some of those games, and they're still going to be in it. Yeah.
All right, Jordan, give me some X's and O's, man. How the Saints pulled that off with Taysom Hill yesterday?
Yeah, man. I mean, like, well, he threw it like 22 times.
23 times, 80%.
I mean, you look at some of the throws. You feel me? They were kind of like, I mean, like I don't know, bro. I mean, he was running all over the place. He was making plays. You know what I'm saying? So I think it could be sustainable for what they want to do, and I think it's because of Sean Payton and how he called the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see some of the throws he was making, they were like, shit that, like athletically, you know what I'm saying, he could do. And I was actually surprised. Like, I was surprised because I was surprised that he had like some of the throws, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I didn't think he had that type of arm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely didn't think he had that type of arm. He probably practices with the quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying? So he probably warms up those, you know what I'm saying, all week. But I definitely didn't think he would have that type of arm. But they did a lot of rollouts, I'm saying, play action, stuff to get him on the move. See what I'm saying? Shit that he can do. So if they can continue to do that, you know what I'm saying, they can get it done without Breeze, you feel me? And it's Sean Payton. So you know what I'm saying, I would bet him.
So what a smart move, I guess, playing him instead of Jameis?
Apparently, they know more than we do.
Jeff, what do you think about?
8-0. 8-0 in their last 8 games with a backup quarterback.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They know more. They see more than we do. So, like, you know what I'm saying? And the one thing probably that he knew about Taysom Hill is that, like, Taysom Hill probably won't throw any interceptions. You know what I'm saying? And when the play breaks down, he can make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Jameis Winston isn't like the best playmaker outside of the pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that if they can continue what they did against the Falcons, and don't sleep sleep on the Falcons. Like, offensively, they've always been tough to play against. Like, when you play the Falcons, your defense has to show up. I don't care what year it is.
Jeff, what do you think about Taysom Hill in the game? Hold on, Trey. Get back to you.
I think the Taysom Hill thing is interesting. I don't know. I saw him throw some ugly passes though, bro. Like the one to Emmanuel Sanders, it was like super underthrown. And then he had some bad throws to Kamara. And, so I don't really know. It might work for the nearest come, like we discussed here with the schedule being heavy, light-footed. It doesn't really hold any contenders and give him some leeway as Breeze works his way back. But yeah, Taysom Hill he was all right. He was all right. I guess you could call him a quarterback. I don't want to say Tebow because that's just who he reminds me of, but not with the arms, like how he throws, but just of his abilities and his age. So, but he's all right, man. We'll see what happens.
Yes, I don't think he's the future for them. I really don't. They think he
is. Of course not.
Yeah. Breaking news in the NBA, Bogdan joined Atlanta. Everybody going to Atlanta. That's crazy.
Bogdan.
Yeah. The boy from Sacramento?
Yeah, he joined Atlanta. Or whatever. Could have gone anywhere else. But anyway, with Taysom, here's what it is, man. First of all, Atlanta offense wasn't good because Julio was hurt most of the game. That's number one. Number two, they weren't prepared for Taysom Hill. Like any other quarterback, you got to get film on the quarterback. So it was a good game to start him versus a subpar team like Atlanta. We're going to see how he does in the weeks upcoming. I feel bad for Jameis. This could have been his audition to try to get back in a starting lineup somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But now I feel like he's going to be stuck in I mean, he would have.
Why for him, though? It's probably his fault. He probably sucked in practice.
Nah, it ain't that. I don't think so. I just think that Sean Payton knew he catch people off guard. He's been working with Taysom Hill for 5 years already now. So, like, you know what I mean? He know the playbook in and out. So I don't think he sucked in practice. I just think that Taysom knew more or whatever right now. But
I see that.
I don't know the Saints' schedule, but I think if they win like 3 out of the 4 games Breeze might miss, it's a success. You know what I'm saying? So and with the Bucks losing, they still ahead of the division. So they still good. So really, you know what I mean, that like bought them more leeway. So as long as Breeze come back healthy, like it's gonna be a problem or whatever. And then your boy Mike Thomas, Jeff, he had a great game with Taysom Hill. So
now he was looking for him early. I was excited.
Yeah. All right, man. Moving on forward, man. The Packers, they lost to the Colts yesterday. And obviously the defense is a problem. They let fucking Phillip Rivers chop them up like he was Peyton Manning or somebody like that. So the question is, will the Packers defense be the reason they don't go to the Super Bowl? Tell me what you think, man.
Yeah.
I mean, having his defense always been the reason, like every year. So that's an easy answer. That's why the Packers are never really the serious contender. They was winning games last year too. They had a good record. And then came time, they got the last kick every time. Same thing might happen this year. We don't know. Their defense is always shaky. So yeah, the NFC is tough. It's tough as fuck. You gotta have a good defense. So.
All right, Jordan, what you think, man?
Nah, I mean their defense sucks. And this is the time. If you wanna have a championship defense, this is the time to start playing like it. Like going into the next, like, you know what I'm saying? This is the time to play like it. And right now they suck. They're in the bottom half in everything. You feel me? And I don't think that it's going to be hard. I'm going to say this. Like, when you look at the Seahawks and you look at the Packers, to an extent, they're somewhat identical in terms of having to have their quarterback win you a shootout every game. And I guess in terms of if you look at Rodgers and you look at Wilson, I am going to put my money on Aaron Rodgers because we've seen him do it more than Russell Wilson in previous years. Like when he won that Super Bowl, that their defense was a lot better than what their defense is now. You know what I'm saying?
But hold on. But Rodgers got Aaron Jones. Like, he is a legitimate running back that they could put in the work.
Well, no doubt. I mean, I know that, but regardless, but both quarterbacks are asked to basically, we're gonna give you the keys. We need you to drive, regardless of. I get what you're saying, but you know what I'm saying. Like, they gotta win the game. You feel me? And I just don't think their defense is terrible, and they're not gonna get it together. So,
Jeff, what do you think about that?
Well, yeah, I think the defense is a sore thumb. It is the incompatible part that doesn't allow them to have Super Bowl success consistently, because Aaron Rodgers is truly one of the greatest quarterbacks we've probably ever seen. And the fact of the matter that, he does, Tobi right. They win games and then they just fall off the cliffs. Like, and it should be like, dang, you could have got in based on how you started, but then they start playing terrible. So, hopefully the defense can just bend and not break. Allow Aaron Rodgers to win some games. Maybe the schedule will be kind of favorable to get in the playoffs and make some noise. I mean, he can score with anybody, and if you put him in the dome, it might be good. And let's not forget, last week, the Colts defense is like top. Honestly, they are 1 or 2. So it's not like, huh?
I said, I agree with you. They're top 5, but it's Aaron.
And he did hang 31 on them.
No, I won't say that. Aaron
Rodgers,
right? They put it on
second half.
But they're. Oh, go ahead, Tobi. What you say?
I just said 3-point second half.
Well, football is about adjustments. So if the young coach from the Green Bay Packers didn't adjust, that's part of his growing pains. But again, like I said, I think the defense is bad, but they should be good.
I was sitting there saying I thought they'd be in shape, but they didn't. They're horrendous. Like,
yeah. Ravi, what are your thoughts on that game and the Packers defense and how far they can go?
I mean, yeah, I think Jeff kind of nailed it here, but I want to say Rodgers could take him to the Super Bowl, but I don't think he can with that defense. They couldn't stop a nosebleed. And like, you need at least like a top 20 deep. I don't know if they're even top 20.
They actually are.
But I mean,
they actually are. Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
But I mean, obviously that fumble was costly, and like they should have won the game, but that defense can't do anything. I mean, it was just embarrassing.
When it falls on Aaron Rodgers, sometimes in the sports society, we tend to give a pass to our greater players. Like, just had it been someone whose career isn't as great, we would have been possibly cussing them for the bench, preparing for the next, regime to take over. So
yeah,
the fumble was bad, but it is what it is.
Yeah, the defense is trash, man. Like I said, 31 points to the Colts, who don't even have great skill players. I think that just show how bad that defense is, especially in the second half.
Right.
I don't think that I don't think it's good enough. But then again, like you said, here go the thing though. Russell Wilson's defense is trash too. So if they play each other, who knows what the hell could happen. So the problem is that they play somebody like the Rams who got a great defense and stuff like that. That's where they're gonna run into a problem. But you never know. But any other team, the Cardinals, their defense is subpar. The Seahawks or whatever, the Bucks, as we saw last night. So I mean, they can win either the game. So even if the defense trash, they can still get to the bowl technically. But I feel like they're gonna run into somebody like the Rams who are gonna smack the offense up, and then they're gonna Goff going. But again, if Rivers a bit to him, Goff gonna definitely do that to him, whatever like that. So.
I was gonna say you see what happened to them last year, so they ran into the 49ers, and the 49ers smacked them in the mouth.
That's true. Even though the Seahawks defense actually is looking better last week or so, whatnot. But
yeah,
we'll see about that. But moving on forward, man, for Jeff, your Raiders, man, they played well. Starts a close one. What are your takeaways from the game last night? Not last night, but the other night, Chiefs. So.
Let me go last, please.
All right, you can go last. Ravi, what's your takeaways from the game? Raiders, Chiefs.
Raiders are legit.
What? They messed it up.
Now I don't know if like I guess I mean they played. I don't know if they're just like designed to play well against the Chiefs or they just game plan well against Patrick Mahomes. But hey, I mean they put up 35 or 31 points, whatever.
Yeah.
They easily could have won that game, but hey, I think if they can get into the playoffs, they can make some noise.
They get in. What about you, Joe? What do you think?
I mean, yeah, the Raiders are definitely legit. I think when you look at, the games that they played, I think they played in week 5. The score was 40-32. You know what I'm saying? They were able to outgain them and outscore them. Not a lot of teams do that. And they dominated time of possession. You look at this game, the score was 35-31. The Chiefs dominated time of possession. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And when you actually look at it, damn, what the hell was I gonna say? Damn it. Mahomes is the only person. They're the only team that he's thrown any interceptions to. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting. It's like they got to see what the Raiders' blueprint is, and I think some of the blueprint is like disguising a little bit, showing one thing and then showing another. Because, even on I didn't see the pick as well this game, but the last game I remember, it looked like man coverage, and then a safety just came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, the pick last night to me was a bad route by the receiver. He kind of messed it up a little bit, but I get your point though.
Yeah, I didn't even get to see that shit for real.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're legit. You feel me? The Raiders are legit. They're gonna make the playoffs. You feel me? They can make. You don't think they can make the playoffs?
I mean, yes, but they're 6-4, so they gotta, really pick it up. Moving down the line. We'll see or whatever. What you think, Tobi?
The Raiders.
The game and the Raiders.
I mean, it was a good game. The Raiders, they beat the Chiefs earlier, so they ended up splitting. But they beat them earlier. So this game was really for the Chiefs. They really had to win this game because the Raiders beat them twice. It was like, oh, shit. But the Raiders still played a good game. So there was a legit team, and they do have a chance of making the playoffs. They beat the Saints, and we see how good the Saints are. Like that now on their resume is a really good win. And they're on a winning streak right now. And when it comes to the playoff race, they're playing the Falcons next, which is a winnable game, and then the Jets. So that's who that should be. If we're the team that they want to go to the playoffs, and we're saying they're legit, they got to prove it right here. Get these 2 easy W's, and before you play the Colts, you know what I'm saying? And But yeah, I think they might get into the playoffs, and they're a solid team. Like I was saying, we was talking about this last week. Derek Carr, he's not the worst quarterback in the world. You know, you build a good team around him. You got a solid coach. You're competitive. You're winning games. So, yeah.
Go ahead, Jeff. You want to go last?
So the game was good, actually. You know what, Mike? You know how sometimes in sports, teams get up for their competition, and if it's the top dog, teams will get up like, all right, let's do. And for some reason, we seem to do that. We get up for the Chiefs, but the Chiefs' defense isn't that great anyway. You know, it's not like they're a top tier defense.
Points allowed, they're top 5.
Points allowed, but it's not like, I mean, that's basically stopping teams from scoring. Teams probably still get up down the field.
That don't matter.
Yeah, I guess.
You can go for as many yards as you want, but they scored on them though.
Yeah, I mean, and we have. I mean, we got 71 points on them this season. Something about the battle between John Gruden and Andy Reid, I guess coming from the early 2000 era, they kind of had that little stickler there between each other. Andy was on the Packers head coaching staff with Steve Mariucci and a couple other people too. So, you know, we played good. We just got to be better. You know, the defense has got to be better. It's like we play a soft zone every time, every play. Like we give you everything you want in front of us. Like, you know, the defensive line, I was expecting to see a lot more this year out of the defensive line with like Max Crosby and the other guys on there. And it's just really not been there, you know, because the defensive line will ignite the cornerbacks in the backfield because they should play on the string together. But the defensive rush ain't really been there like it should.
I could have told you
Chiefs
that one.
still,
I could have told you that one.
Yeah, whatever. So the Chiefs still gonna win the division still. We can get in the playoffs because right now we bumping with the Dolphins, and the Dolphins, I think the Dolphins might fall off with Tua at the end. He might not know how to handle that. So I think that's something that'll occur. I think we got another team in the who else is in there? We got the Ravens. They out of it at this point, really. But I still expect them to be in at some point. Maybe, maybe not. But you know, we'll see. Like you said, we got 2 winnable games, and we're gonna win them, and we're gonna move on.
Yeah, man. First of all, it was a great game. You know what I mean? I think y'all just get up for them. Like I said, I think Gunther in the defense, I think he got their number a little bit. I think that in certain aspects, again, man, with Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, there's only so much you could do. You know what I mean? Like, they just that good. And then Mahomes, man, like Jordan just said, man, Mahomes is Mahomes, bro. Like, he's so good. And Kelce hands, yo. Like the catch at the end was good, but the sideline catch that Kelce caught, that was freaking crazy, bro. I think that, but for the Raiders, man, more about them, man. Waller's good, bro. I think the play calling could be good. And Carr, like we said last week to you, Jeff, Carr can be the franchise guy, bro. I really do agree with you.
He can be. He just got to use that. He got to go deep. And finally, he's throwing it deep. Huh?
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
And he got to be vertical.
Yeah, and Aguilar, man, Aguilar be balling. Like it was
he dropped.
He had that drop. He had that drop.
Yeah,
he had 6 for 88 in the touchdown. Yo, he balled.
He dropped a couple of passes just the other day.
Sad.
Like old Aguilar.
That's sad because he was our best receiver when we went to the Super Bowl. So we all knew he could play. He just probably needed to change the scenery or something.
But guess what? But listen, Gruden will hold him accountable. What's the difference or whatever? Like, Gruden don't play. That's why Gruden had to get rid of Amari. Amari, you know, he likes soft coaches or whatever like that. So it's no different. But nah, man, I think they built for it. I hope they make it because of this renaissance that they having this year. It's going to be close, you know. But like Tobi said, they got a good schedule to make it. So I love to see Gruden back in the playoffs. But I tell you what, though, you know, the Chiefs, like, this might be a situation to where, like, you know, by next year, y'all might be really, like, beating them emphatically or stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to see. But moving on forward, man, past that, it's that time again, man. The team, we picked our locks and upset of week 11. Tobi picked the upset last week, which he was right about. We're going to let you start, Tobi, your locks and your upset.
Damn, I was still looking for upset.
Read the games, Tobi, please.
Read the games,
please.
Okay, but I know my lock though for sure is the Dolphins at the Jets because I was like anything against the Jets is a lot. So there's no way the Dolphins can lose that game. Come on, especially if they start Tua. If Tua lose that game, oh, watch out for that. You gotta beat them. You gotta beat them by a couple TVs. At least 10 points. But for upset, damn, would the Panthers over the Vikings be an upset?
No,
that wouldn't be an upset. Vikings at home.
They're about the same thing. Yeah,
about the same.
No, that's an upset. I think Vikings are favored.
Yeah, they're favored, but
They still what 3-8?
they're not an upset though. Both trash.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm looking at the schedule right now, and I really don't. I feel like every team.
I got one for you.
Yeah, you could go ahead because I don't.
Throw one in there for you. No, go ahead. I can give you mine. Shit.
What the hell is it?
I'll come back to it for the upset.
Yeah.
Jordan, what you got? Lock it upset, Jordan.
No, I got the same lock as Tobi. The Dolphins over the Jets. But I got my upset. Man, I fucking put my money. Well, I put my money on them last upset. And they fucking bullshitting me. But I got the Patriots over the Cardinals.
Patriots over the Cardinals.
Wow.
Good one.
I ain't gonna hold because
this came
off. They just came off an L. You feel me?
Yeah, it's a good pick. Jeff don't know the games yet. Ravi, what you got, man?
Lock is Seahawks over the Eagles. And honestly, looking at the schedule, the upsets are definitely tough, but I'm gonna go with the Broncos over the Saints. I don't think Taysom Hill carries the momentum.
Okay.
I like that one.
That's a good one.
That one's tough.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm gonna pick mine while Jeff looking. So
yeah.
Let me see. I like that. That's actually a great one, Ravi. I got you props on that one. So that's good. It's a tough week, honestly.
That's what I'm saying.
My lock is Raiders over the Falcons. That's my lock. And upset, I'm just gonna try to sneak one in there. Chargers over the Bills and whatnot.
I was gonna say that one, but I'm like,
yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, a good one. You know what? This is a good week to bet football too. By the way, it's a lot of games on this thing.
I ain't fucking with it.
Nigga, you only lose $10. Like,
all right,
Jeff, what you got?
So my lock is the Rams over the Niners.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Rams has been playing good ball. That's a good win. The Niners. They still want the third string quarterback, right?
Yeah. Or second.
All right, cool. And then, so my upset is the Ravens over the Steelers.
Oh, okay.
It's a division rival. The Ravens ain't looking that great. They need a way to bounce back. I just think they might catch them slipping.
All right, I got you. And I picked the Raiders over my locks. Messed up, bro. But it's all good.
It's all love.
Hey, Tobi, what you got, man? Be upset.
All right. I like it. I'm just gonna go upset. Bucks over Chiefs. I think that's an upset.
I thought about that too.
That's a good one. That's upset too. All right, power rankings time, man. 1 through 5. What do y'all got? Let's start with Jordan, man. Sounds like you ready. What you got?
Number 1, I got the Chiefs. Number 2, I got the Steelers. Number 3, I got the Saints. Number 4, I got the Rams. Number 5, I got the Colts. The reason why I picked the Colts, they sneaked up in there. I think I said I wasn't gonna put stock into them. Phillip Rivers is finally playing the way he's supposed to be playing, and he's gonna go as far as he can take them because that defense is gonna come ball regardless. So as long as he can come in, not turn the ball over and score points, they can win some games. And they just beat the Packers and the Titans. Those are 2 top 5 teams that we would consider good teams. So that's my.
Okay.
What you got?
I got the Steelers. I got the Chiefs. I got the Buffalo Bills.
I got the Wagons.
Yeah, I mean they still playing good. I got the Tennessee Titans after that, and then at 5, I'm going to go. And it's shocking that I think I'm gonna go with it's just hard, man. It's just hard. It's hard.
You had it. What happened?
I did, and it was just like they just terrible though, man. Like I'm gonna go with the Saints though.
All right, Ravi, what you got, bro?
I'll go with the Chiefs at 1, Steelers at 2, Saints at 3 with an asterisk.
Come on, man.
I fully expect them to drop after this week. Just because Breeze is hurt. And then 4, I'm gonna go with the Bills, and 5, I got the Rams.
Toby.
The fact that I'm gonna put that Drew Brees is hurt into consideration now. So Pittsburgh 1, 2 Chiefs.
4.
Pittsburgh 1, 2 Chiefs. 3, I'm gonna go Rams. 4, I'm gonna go right now because he's hurt. 4, I'm gonna go Bills. 5, I'm gonna put the Saints at 5.
You gonna have a stipulation for the last 3, but all right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do like everybody else and give the Rams some love. I'm gonna put them at number 5 for me. Finally getting top 5.
I ain't give no love.
Huh? Well, you ain't give no love. You're right. You're right. Well, like the rest of us did. I'm gonna go with the Rams at number 5. I'm gonna still keep the Bills in there, man. The Bills are good. The Bills number 4. Number 3. I gotta do it, man. Like I'm with Jordan, man. The Colts is time for us to respect them a little bit. So I'm gonna go with number. You know what? I'm gonna go Colts 4, Bills 3, and of course Chiefs 2. And again, man, you undefeated until you lose. You're number 1. So
it's just like I don't even know who these guys are saying. Like Steelers is 2. Like y'all crazy, bro.
That's no sense. So all right,
you got Steelers at 1, Jeff, or what you got?
Yeah, I got Steelers at 1. What's wrong? Why wouldn't I? They undefeated.
10-0.
Look, we're gonna see in December and January.
We're gonna see, but let's
if
see
they
about
undefeated December, January, they gonna be number 1.
I'm going off of what I see. I mean, I feel you. I ain't mad at you. I'm saying.
Anyway, moving on forward, man, to the end of our show. Out of bounds as we get to the end. Men or 2 for each person. Do we have any football related topics? Anybody got anything? Jordan.
Nah. Let's see. I got one thing. Well, I got a little something. Let's put it out there. You feel me? Let's acknowledge it that Patrick Mahomes is probably gonna go down as the GOAT. Probably the best quarterback of all time. I don't give a shit how many Super Bowls he wins or not. He's the most talented quarterback we've ever seen. He's better than Rodgers. He's on another level than Aaron Rodgers.
Wait, hold on. Because in the beginning of the season, I said that he was going to win the next 3 MVPs, and y'all was like, "You crazy."
I mean, that's cool. You got that one. You can have that one. You know what I'm saying? But he's better than Rodgers. He's not even on. Look, he's on. Bro, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I feel what you're saying when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, but they're not even in the same stratosphere, bro. And I got the numbers to prove it and all that, bro. They're not in the same stratosphere, bro. I'm sorry.
He is young bull, man. Why you think he on State Farm commercials now?
Bro, they're not in the same stratosphere, bro.
He's young boy. He's pup. Like, yo,
bro.
Man.
They're not even. I got
the little bro.
Bro, they're not even in the same.
It's funny because I remember at one point you said Wentz can make some of those throws Mahomes makes too, or whatever. Like,
last year, not this
year. Yeah, Wentz used to be able to stick it in those tight windows.
Never in his life. He just made like incredible, some incredible throws, but he was never on some Wentz shit.
He can make some.
He was never on Mahomes shit ever.
Toby is out here.
Mahomes ain't done.
He was never on his even his MVP season.
Mahomes ain't fall to the ground on his knees and throw a ball 40 yards.
Oh, here we go.
I don't give a damn. Look, they ain't in the same. Rodgers and Mahomes, bro. They ain't. Look, he's up here, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
All right, your time is up. Toby, you got anything, bro?
I don't really got much. Steelers undefeated.
Okay.
We hear, people I know they shocked. They ain't see it coming. I say, yo, let's get Ben back next season. We 10-0 now. I don't care about nothing else. We're in a good position. Whether we lose a game right now, we're gonna win again. We're in a good position, you know. We have 10 wins. Come on.
Man, what?
League. We're gonna shut everybody up. We're already been shutting up. People still talking and their team have losses. I don't be understanding that sometimes.
Yo,
it's our year.
That's all right.
We 10-0.
Y'all gonna do all that talking.
People teams don't be. They be like, oh,
Y'all
let's look at that.
All that
Y'all don't even be winning y'all games. Come on.
Y'all not
we
even about to win the bowl.
That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
They're not doing shit.
They're not doing nothing. But we winning. That's the point of playing the league. You gotta win your games.
Y'all not gonna win. Y'all not gonna win when it matters. I'm sorry.
Eagles Super Bowl year. Tobi would come into work every day. I'm probably gonna lose this weekend.
You know why? You know why? Because I didn't believe in our defense, but we got our defense together, and now that our defense has confidence, come on, Big Ben. Come on, we went 8-8 without Big Ben. I mean, that was just Super Bowl. Big Ben got 2 rings, man. That's all I gotta say. 2 rings. He's looking good right now.
I love this. Ravi, what you think, man?
Or
Ravi, what's your something to say and thing you got to talk about?
I don't have too much. I guess Justin Herbert is gonna have the greatest rookie season of any quarterback ever. Rookie quarterback.
Really?
So just, I mean, they just can't win. They can't win games, but he is balling, and he's gonna have a good future.
I mean, he got the weapons though, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, stuff like that. So
yeah, and now that he's got offensive rookie of the year on lock now that Burrow's out too. So hopefully he's healthy.
Yeah. Jeff, any thoughts? Anything to say?
Nah, man. Just chilling, man. Just yeah.
All right. I'm with Jordan, man, about Mahomes, man. Like when I watched last night, I was already on Mahomes, but I watched last and the night before last, I'm like, yo, it's just throws are incredible, bro. It's just ridiculous. You know, I'm happy that the Rams are finally getting some love in that situation. The Steelers, of course, 10-0 is always a good thing, and we're just moving right along. Thanksgiving Day, we got 3 games, 2 games, stuff like that.
3 games.
Yo, they put a meme there. They put a meme on Facebook that was like, they put the 3 games up, and it was like the NFL's way of not having any gatherings because all the teams suck, except for the Ravens and the Steelers game.
Horrible.
That happens every Sunday in the Philadelphia area.
Ish.
Damn,
no, we play Monday. We play Monday.
For
the Seahawks and national TV, man. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Wentz gonna mess around and have a good game on Monday night on prime time.
Bro.
They're gonna be like, woo, Carson Wentz.
Yeah. Me and Jordan gonna come in next Tuesday and pretend like we didn't say anything this week.
I'm gonna be happy as hell, but it's possible. Seattle sucks on D, but he's like, I don't know who sucks more. Like he does probably.
Yeah, well, anyway, that's been our show, man. Thanks for watching the episode of Beyond the Trenches. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate you watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
Later.